Hi, thanks for stopping by. A few months ago in a previous video, I extolled the virtues of a Sun Sniper camera strap. In the video I said that they were probably the best straps that money could buy, and I still hold by that. But unfortunately, I did have an accident with this strap a couple of weeks ago, and that's why I'm doing this video. I'm now going to show you a remedy or a fail-safe so that you don't have the same accident that I did. So what happened to me? Well, I was walking with the camera and the lens mounted. It was a 500mm lens, Nikon D500 camera. I didn't jump, I just hopped slightly, and as I hopped and the weight went back onto the camera and the lens, the next thing I heard was a third camera and lens are sat on the floor. I'm left with the strap around my neck. And what had happened was that the little rectangular clip that mounts to the part that you screw into your camera or your tripod foot had come away. And I'll go to a macro facility and show you exactly what happened a little bit later on. But it came away, so the camera and lens ended up on the floor. No damage, fortunately, to the camera or the lens, or at least not that I could see at the moment. So in a way I was lucky, but had I been on a cliff top or near a river, who knows, that could have been just a complete disaster. It doesn't even bear thinking about. So as strong as these straps are, and they are strong and they are good, I did find that there is an Achilles heel. So let's go over to the macro video and I'll show you exactly what happened with this strap and exactly how you can repair it so that you have a fail-safe. And if the same thing happens to you, you're safe and your camera and your lens will be protected. I should point out as well, by the way, that Sun Sniper are obviously aware of a problem with this because they've now brought out a new strap system with what they call a rotor ball facility on it. I wouldn't rush out and buy that at 80 or 90 pounds, to be honest with you. My fail-safe will cost you 14 quid. Let's go over to the macro and I'll show you what happened and how to remedy it. See you in a minute. Okay, let's keep this simple because I'm struggling with focus. I'm on a tripod, but the focus is so fine with the camcorder I'm using that I'll be in and out of focus all the while. So this is the end of the Sun Sniper strap that connects to your camera or your foot of your lens, and it screws in via the, I believe it's a 3/8 screw at this end. I don't think it's a quarter, I think it is a 3/8. The weakest point of any strap is the weakest point, and I found on the Sun Sniper the weakest point is in fact this rectangular piece here where it shoots off inside the ball end that goes on your foot. I thought that this rectangular piece actually went all the way through this foot and out of the other side. It doesn't. In fact, it cuts off just inside each hole. Let me show you the holes. So this metal link here only just disappears into these holes on either side. It doesn't go all the way through. And obviously when I hopped, skipped or jumped or whatever I did to make it come out, as the tension was put back onto this ball, it pulls this rectangular piece straight out of the holes. So I've actually mounted it back in there, squeezed it back on with a pair of mole grips, as you can see by the damage to the ends of the rectangular clip. I have tried pulling it out by hand. Impossible. I can't move it by hand. I'm not saying that when it's underweight, if I jump again, it won't fall out again, but I don't think it will. But to be safe, I wanted to come up with a solution. So this is the solution. Sun Sniper, in their wisdom, have a sort of a fail-safe on this strap, whereby they have put, let me find it for you. This strap does have an end, and what they've done is they've sewn a rubber foot onto the end of the strap. Here it is. So even if your strap slips, it can't come all the way out of the lock-in plastic device because this plastic clip stops it going all the way through and stops your camera gear from falling on the floor. So what I've had to do is unpick this stitching in here and take this off to remedy my problem with an even better fail-safe. And what I've done is I've mounted one of these. This is a Arca Swiss foot plate, quick release plate for a Canon 5DS. Now you can use any Arca Swiss plate as long as it's an Arca Swiss plate, as long as it has a screw thread so that you can screw a strap into it. And the most important thing is it needs to have a hole, rectangular hole at this end, so that we can thread a lace or piece of string or piece of nylon through it. It has to have that hole. Without that, it's pointless and you won't have a fail-safe at all. So I found that this little thing by a company called Marseille, and I know it's for a Canon because it says UCP 5DS, which is for a Canon 5DS on there. Doesn't matter what it's for, as long as it fits onto your lens foot or your bottom of your camera, that's all you need. This bit screws onto the foot or the camera. Okay, So then what I did was I bought a paracord, and what I'm going to do is switch back to normal video mode to show you the paracord. So here is your Sun Sniper strap, and what I've done on eBay, I purchased a paracord wrist strap like this. This normally would slip over your wrist and the other end would attach to the camera, but in my case what I've done is with that Arca Swiss Canon 5D mount that I bought, I've threaded the part that would normally attach to your camera through the hole I mentioned in the foot, in the Arca Swiss foot. The cord, paracord, has been slipped over the strap of the Sun Sniper, and then once that's been slipped on and put in place, I've actually taken this end of the Sun Sniper strap and stitched it back on again, so that if the strap does slip, this is Sun Sniper's failsafe, this is my failsafe at this end with the paracord. So now obviously this Arca Swiss mount either mounts to the bottom of your camera or the tripod foot of your lens. Then the Sun Sniper part, we may as well do it, mightn't we? The Sun Sniper part then screws into there, and I'll tighten it down. So that's over your shoulder, that's now connected to your camera or your foot, and if for some reason either this rectangular piece breaks away again, what will happen is, rather than your camera and lens hitting the floor, is this paracord will take over, take up the strain, so your camera will only drop 5 or 6 inches and it will catch on the paracord. That, to me, is the perfect fail-safe. And if you've got the old style Sun Sniper strap, I suggest that you get one of these. £8.99 and a £5. Much better than 5 or 6 grand for a new camera and a lens. Don't you agree? Thanks for watching.